Long before satellites and GPS, maps helped people understand and navigate the world. They enabled trade, exploration, conquest, and the projection of power. Created by pioneering cartographers who developed new mathematical techniques, maps evolved from ancient scrolls to today's digital screens, tracing how humanity's view of the world has changed over time. There is no definitive first map. Some scholars point to a 25,000 BCE mammoth tusk etched with markings thought to represent a local landscape, while others argue that 17,000 BCE rock art in France depicts the earliest known star maps. However, the earliest surviving map of the entire world is credited to the Babylonians. Around 600 BCE, the Babylonians created a symbolic world map centered on Babylon and encircled by nearby regions and a vast ocean, reflecting their worldview rather than geographic accuracy. At the same time, scholars in Greece produced speculative world maps without consistent scale. The true foundation of cartography is often credited to Claudius Ptolemy. In his 2nd century work, Geographia, he introduced a latitude and longitude coordinate system, mapped thousands of locations, and pioneered projecting the globe onto a two-dimensional surface. After the fall of the Roman Empire, progress in cartography slowed until Muslim scholars revived it. In the 9th century, Abbasid Caliph al-Mamun commissioned geographers to recalculate distances, leading to the first accurate estimate to Earth's circumference. In 1154, Muhammad al-Idrisi created the Tabula Rajariana, the most advanced map of its time. It combined geographic accuracy with detailed cultural, economic, and natural information, becoming the standard reference for travelers for years. In medieval Europe, maps were created mainly for education rather than navigation. Known as Mappae Mundi, they illustrated basic geographic ideas such as direction, continents, and climate zones. Often used in religious, historical, and mythological teaching, these maps emphasize symbolism and storytelling with elaborate religious imagery rather than geographic accuracy. By the late 15th century, growing exploration, trade, and imperial expansion renewed the need for accurate navigational maps, ushering in the most significant era of advancements in cartography. During the Age of Exploration, Iberian explorers charted newly encountered regions and recorded their journeys. In the early 1500s, this new knowledge, combined with mathematical principles revived from Claudius Ptolemy's work, enabled more accurate nautical maps. Spanish cartographer Juan de la Cosa created the first map to depict both North and South America, though it accurately detailed mainly the coastlines. By 1569, Gerardus Mercator drew on knowledge from the Age of Exploration to create the Mercator projection, still widely used today. Using a cylindrical projection with straight, parallel lines of latitude and longitude, he preserved shape while distorting size near the poles. This allowed sailors to plot straight-line courses, greatly improving navigation and supporting further mapping of the world's interiors. In 1570, Brabantian cartographer Abraham Ortelius published the first modern atlas, Theatrum Orbis Terrarum, crediting dozens of contributing mapmakers. During the Renaissance, maps symbolized knowledge and power, displayed like works of art and increasingly available through print. By the late 1500s, about 10% of homes in Venice owned a map. Maps serve three main purposes: describe the world, aid navigation, and manage land. Major centers of map-making include Florence, Rome, and Venice, with Venetian publishing closely tied to the humanities and book trade. Historian David Buisseret identified 5 reasons for the boom in European cartography in the 16th through 17th centuries: renewed interest in Claudius Ptolemy, the rise of scientific measurement, advances in artistic perspective, growth in land ownership, and the role of maps in nation building. In France, cartography became a science under Louis XIV, who founded the Académie des Sciences in 1666 to improve mapping and navigation. With support from Jean-Baptiste Colbert, scientists like Giovanni Domenico Cassini and Jean Picard advanced triangulation and longitude measurement, producing France's first modern topographic map, completed by Cassini's grandson in 1789. In the 17th century, France, especially Paris, became Europe's center of map production. Supported by royal patronage of science and the arts, mapmakers such as Nicolas Sanson and Alexis Hubert-Gilliatt moved to the capital, where booksellers, engravers, and instrument makers clustered in regulated districts along the Seine. Many Parisian cartographers, known as géographes de cabinet, relied on compiled sources rather than travel. Jean-Baptiste Bourguignon de Anville drew on ancient and contemporary materials to create his maps. In the 18th century, new map projections advanced cartography. Matthias Suter introduced the vertical perspective projection in 1740, later used by Google Earth. Joseph Nicolas Delisle refined the equidistant conic projection, while Johann Heinrich Lambert developed the Lambert conformal conic and azimuthal equal area projections. The Albers equal area conic projection followed in 1805. Military expansion also increased demand for standardized large-scale maps. In the United States, systematic mapping led to the creation of the United States Geological Survey. And in the 20th century, advances in printing, photography, and aviation made maps cheaper and more detailed, with aerial photography transforming large-scale surveying. New projections emerged, including the two-point equidistant projection by Hans Maurer and the loxymuthal projection by Carl Simon, later refined by Waldo Tobler. Since the mid-1990s, computers and digital mapping technologies have revolutionized how geographic data is stored, analyzed, and displayed. If you like this video, please subscribe for more history of cartography and map making.